Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's an absolute pleasure and an honour to be here in Abu Dhabi at the incredible Pixel facility here, new e-gaming facility and centre. The first time any major event has been held here, and an incredible turnout ahead of what is a historic moment for the sport of boxing, of course, for Abu Dhabi, for matchroom boxing as well. A few months back, of course, we had the vision when we sat down with DCT to change the face of boxing here, to make Abu Dhabi a destination for the elite level of the sport. On Saturday night, we bring you an incredible night of boxing. There's a lot of talk at the moment about fights falling through, not happening. Saturday night is a celebration of how great this sport is. Of course, the main event, Dimitri Bivol, the WBA World Light Heavyweight Champion, now on the pound-for-pound list after his victory against Canelo Alvarez, against the former super middleweight world champion, Zurdo Ramirez, 44-0. This is one of the best fights in boxing, but not just one of the best fights in boxing, one of the best cards in boxing, top to bottom. When we wanted to come here, when we sat down with the DCT, we wanted to make an impression. We wanted to show the people here and around the world on DAZN how great this sport is. This undercard is sensational. Of course, women's boxing on fire right now. Off the back of Taylor Serrano at Madison Square Garden, Shields Marshall at the O2, we have a fight that I believe could potentially top them all. The undisputed world welterweight championship between Jessica McCaskill and Chantelle Cameron. The IBF super featherweight world championship between Rakimov and Zelfa Barrett. Olympic gold medalist Galal Yafai, former world champion Cal Yafai, Campbell Han, Aqib Fiaz. Emirati fighters looking to progress onto the world stage as well. This is an incredible night of boxing at the Etihad Arena, and we cannot wait to get the Champion Series underway with the DCT here in Abu Dhabi. It's a big moment for us at Matchroom Boxing and a big moment for the sport. As we said, from top to bottom, the development of boxing here in the region. This is not just about bringing big names and big events to Abu Dhabi. This is about the development of the sport, something we're very passionate about. From grassroots to the elite level, increasing participation, showing people how important boxing is to the development of the younger generation. We want to see more gyms, more facilities, more opportunities for local fighters to progress through the amateur code at world championship level to Olympic level, and to see some of these fighters progress on the world scene as well. 3 Emirati fighters on Saturday night in action. 2 of them are with us today. Fahad, we'll start with you. I saw you yesterday at the media workout. You got some serious star potential. You had a smile on your face. What an opportunity for you to be part of this huge show on Saturday night.
Thank you everyone for coming through. First, I just want to say thank you to Ahmed Sadiqi for putting me on this amazing platform, and thank you, Eddie, for also hosting me here. I'm just really excited to be in such a big platform, to perform at a big stage, not just any stage, but Etihad Arena with Matchroom, to showcase my talent to the people of the UAE. You know, this is a big dream for me, and it's a big come true, so I just want to thank you all for the opportunity.
We've seen boxing progress in the Middle East here. How important is these kind of big shows to your development, to the opportunity to Emirati fighters as well, and obviously looking to make a statement on this huge world scene, and box internationally as well on major fight cards?
I think that's what we need. We just need a couple names to be boxing at a high level stage, which shows kids like, I want to be like that person. Because if it's all underground, then there's nothing to be heard of. But if there's a name, if there's a voice at a stage that's this big, then it's a good opportunity for kids to be like, hey, I want to be like that fighter over there. I want to grow up to be like him. Let me work my way to go to a boxing gym and learn what to do, and hopefully I can become like that one day.
Well, glad to give you the opportunity on Saturday night. Majid, welcome. Another big opportunity for you as well. I'm sure, you know, undefeated fighter, you've watched these big shows, these big names now. Finally, World Championship Boxing here in Abu Dhabi. It's a big moment for the region.
Thank you, Eddie. I want to thank Matchroom. I want to thank you, Eddie, Frank, all the guys around this great event. Thank you guys for having me, DCT, Kane's Academy, Ghadar Boxing, my coach. I love you. Thank you for everything you did to me. Honestly, I can't wait for Saturday night. I want to show these gentlemen what I got. It's a hard business, Eddie. You know that. I'll not been here from long time. 7 years I've been hustling, and it's time to show what I have. I got nothing to say. I just want to enjoy the moment. I want to fight. I want to give it all Saturday night, November 5th. Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you in action. We go to two other very impressive undefeated fighters. Firstly, Campbell Hatton. Campbell, seen you with a big smile on your face all week. I think I speak for you and many of us coming over from England. What a place, facilities, weather, restaurants, you know, hospitality, everything. We're very lucky to be here, and I've seen that across your social media this week. You've been enjoying yourself, obviously focused ahead of Saturday night, but you know, I'm sure I speak for yourself and everyone when I say this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to be here.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's like a little holiday for us. It's obviously the mind's on the job when we're training and we've got the gloves on, and fight night, the mind will be well and truly on the job. But for staying relaxed and keeping a cool head for the fight week, we couldn't have it much better. We've been sat round the pool, and me and Matt need the sun, so it's been great for us, and just looking forward to putting in a relaxed performance on Saturday as well.
Is that the key, being relaxed? You know, you've had to go out in front of huge crowds, 70,000 at Tottenham. You've boxed a little bit more under the radar internationally now as well, but looking relaxed, seeing you at the workout last night, just learning and understanding to stay calm and taking the most of these opportunities.
Yeah, so we've been seeing improvements, and again, it's because I've been more relaxed, but I've still reverted back to going into tear-up mode a little bit and trying to do a little bit too much, whereas I can't keep saying we're seeing glimpses and it's coming, and like anything other than a relaxed performance from start to finish this weekend won't be good enough, and I've got a good opponent who's going to be aggressive and help me show off more of a skillful side of my game, which I've not shown as much as I'd like to yet.
I guess finally the pressure has always been there for you, but at this moment, having had that experience now, there's probably more pressure to start producing better performances, because we can't say you're no longer just a rookie. We know you're still starting out, fairly limited amateur experience, but ultimately you're getting deep now in terms of fights, and before we know it, we'll be in 8-rounders and 10-rounders, and it starts to get real serious.
Yeah, so we're seeing it all in the gym, like we've been saying, but again, it's not good enough. So coming into this one, I wanted to go exactly how I've been starting my last few fights and maintaining it all the way through. We've seen gradual improvements, but this time we want a big one.
Thanks, Campbell. Aqib Fiaz, another young man that's been smiling a lot this week. Obviously a huge ticket seller back home in the UK, but incredible to be part of this historic night. I know you don't take it for granted as well, and looking to put a great performance together on Saturday.
Yeah, I got a smile on my face all week, like you said. I'm having it off here. I can't believe I'm here. I didn't believe I'd be here until Monday. I've got quite a few people coming over as well. Thank you, Eddie, for the opportunity. I'm just ready to put on a show on Saturday. I cannot wait to go.
Obviously your development back home's been stop-start for a number of reasons, but now staying active and a big 2023 coming up. I know you want to finish it off out here as well, but a quick word on obviously Zelfa from Manchester as well, but your teammate Chantelle and Jamie Moore here, Nigel Travis. There's a great feeling in the camp, as there always is in that gym as well, but a big weekend for all of you.
Yeah, massive. I posted a picture yesterday of me and Zelfa sparring 6 years ago, and it was exactly to the day yesterday in the Collier's gym, and I was talking to Pat, and we was talking about how people never show you where they come from. They always show you where they are and what they're doing, so you take nothing for granted, but God's been kind. Alhamdulillah, you know, we're here, and I'm just ready to go on Saturday. It's going to be a big night for all of us, yeah. Thank
you, Aqib and Campbell, two of the UK's brightest prospects. We go to a man who I'm delighted to see back, Kal Yafai, former WBA World Super Flyweight Championship with a multitude of defences to his name. One of our first world champions coming through from the GB squad, from the Olympic team as well. Kal, big moment for you. It's been a long time now you've been out for. I have to say, I wasn't sure after a while whether you would be back. Your last fight was against the legend Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, but time to make a charge now for the bantamweight division and try and become a two-weight world champion.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm glad, I'm happy. I can't wait for Saturday night. Two-weight world champion, and I know you're the man to make it happen, but Saturday night, got to get the business done.
It's funny, you know, obviously with the development of Gamal, your brother, you two were fighting together. He went and won domestic titles, European titles as well, and then your other brother Galal comes up, just rocks in undercover with a little Olympic gold medal as well. It's been an incredible journey for the entire family, and plenty left for all of you, of course, as Galal starts his journey, but you again and Gamal as well. An incredible fighting family, great story, and a huge opportunity to fight out here in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's massive for us. You know, we're Arab family. It's a pleasure to be here, and I wouldn't mind fighting here again. I've been loving it so far. Abu Dhabi's been great to us this week, and yeah, just can't wait for Saturday.
Well, former world champion Cal Yafai makes his charge to become a two-weight, two-division world champion. His opponent, Gerald Paklar. Gerald, welcome. A big opportunity for you. You're fighting a man that has been out of the ring for a long time, and this is an opportunity for you to get a shot at the world title.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. 6-month preparation of a fight, Khalidia fight, because of a long time sparring partner, because Coach Jerwin Angkahas, and 6-month preparation, sir.
Oh, thank you, Gerald, and
Thank you, sir.
very good English as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well done. Well done. Gohan, yeah, a round of applause, I think, for that. Gohan Rodriguez, your job is a tough assignment on Saturday night. You fight what I feel is probably the best prospect in the sport right now via your translator. Fighting a guy that's 2-0, but an Olympic gold medalist as well. A huge opportunity for you on Saturday night.
Bueno. Dice, te pregunta sobre la gran oportunidad que tienes de enfrentar a un boxeador olímpico, medallista de oro. ¿Cuál es tu opinión sobre esta oportunidad?
Bueno, primero que nada, buenas tardes a todos ustedes. Volviendo a la pregunta, muy agradecido. Siento que es una muy buena oportunidad para mí y lo único que puedo decir ante toda la pelea es que voy a subir a dar lo mejor de mí y los ganadores va a ser el público porque espero brindarme al 100% y sea de su agrado.
He said, well, first of all, thank you to everybody for being here, for the opportunity. And he says he's going to get into the ring and give everything he has. And the winners will be the public because they will see a good fight because he's giving everything he has.
Gohan, we have been promoting shows in Mexico, the heart, the history of boxing in Mexico. If you beat Galal Yafai on Saturday, it's very likely you will fight Julio Cesar Martinez, Jesse Rodriguez, maybe even Estrada. Victory here would change your life.
Dice que hemos estado promoviendo funciones en México. Dice que bueno, que en caso de ganar esta noche, entonces tu vida cambiaría porque estarías enfrentando a boxeadores como Rey Martínez, Jesse Rodríguez, tal vez Estrada. Entonces, ¿qué opinas de eso?
Bueno, pues que me diga eso me pone muy feliz. Creo que esa es la oportunidad que estaría esperando en su carrera y como lo dije, voy a dar lo mejor de mí. Espero obtener el resultado por el cual se ha trabajado y lograr el objetivo por el que venimos.
He says, well, it makes me very happy to hear that from you. That's the opportunity that every fighter would be looking for. So I hope that on Saturday I get the result that I've been working for.
Thank you very much, Gohan. Galal Yafai, Olympic gold medalist. I'm sorry about that. I've got him really fired up now to win on Saturday night. So sorry about that, but tough. This young man, in my opinion, is one of the greatest prospects in world boxing. The way that he breezed through to win Olympic gold medal in Japan, an incredible fighter, someone that I believe can go on, not just become a world champion, but a multi-division world champion. 2-0 already, and when we started this journey with him, we didn't want 6-rounders or 8-rounders. There was no need. He went straight into championship fights. He debuted at the O2 Arena. He won the WBC international title. He then went and boxed at Madison Square Garden on the Taylor Serrano card, and now in Abu Dhabi, his third fight as he closes in on his first world title shot. Galal, welcome. Of course, supposed to fight on the Ben Eubank card a couple of weeks ago. A small delay, but an incredible opportunity out here. I'm sure you've been enjoying the week. And a real tough fight for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, thanks for putting me on such a great show. I really appreciate it. It's brilliant to be on a good show, and Abu Dhabi, it's a brilliant country. I'm with my brother Cal and all these other great fighters. I've got a tough fight Saturday, but hoping to get through that and just move forward.
I know you let me do the talking for you. You're ice cold and ice cool, but the experiences you've had so far, obviously winning gold in the Olympics in Japan, but moving forward at the O2 and particularly Madison Square Garden as well, that was a great performance. You breezed through that opponent. That was supposed to be a step up, another step up for you on Saturday, but you must feel like you're closing in on these guys. And when you look at the division, Julio Cesar Martinez, Sonny Edwards, Bam Rodriguez now coming back to flyweight, there's some mega fights out there for you, but got to take care of business continuously on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm professional. I don't want to look past this guy Saturday. It's meant to be a step up, but it's only a step up if I make it difficult for myself. But sometimes I think, I don't know if you are putting the pressure on me or you think I'm actually that good. I don't know if it's a compliment or not. But I just got to keep winning, keep looking good, and maybe I can fight those guys in the future.
I definitely think you're that good.
I really appreciate it.
And I look forward to seeing you on Saturday night.
Cheers.
Watch this young man, Galal Yafai, in action, incredible fighter. We go to the 2 World Championship fights on the undercard press conference before we go to Bivol against Ramirez. You may or may not know the story here. Joe Caldina, who produced one of the performances of the year to knock out Agawa to win the IBF Super Featherweight World title, was due to fight this man, Shavkat Rakhimov, for the defence of his IBF World title here in Abu Dhabi. Unfortunately, Joe broke his hand in the first punch of the first spar, and the IBF made the decision to strip him. Controversial decision. We understand the rules, but I'm delighted to say that both fighters, Zelfa and Shavkat, have both signed to fight Joe Caldina next when they, or should they, win on Saturday night here in Abu Dhabi. That's the history. Now we focus on the present. This fight, an incredible fight. Former world champion Shavkat Rakhimov against Manchester's Zelfa Barrett, a man who's been going through the gears, winning European titles, looking for the opportunity. This opportunity came fairly surprisingly for Zelfa Barrett, but what a chance for Britain to crown another world champion. Zelfa, welcome. You've looked ice cold this week as well. I know you were training for a fight. We didn't expect it to be a world championship fight. I think you had 6 weeks of actual notice, even though you're in the gym, but you seem so ready for this moment on Saturday night. You're the underdog in this fight against a very talented fighter, but on Saturday night, after all the years of work, we talk about the pictures with Aqib Fiaz, the grind in Manchester with your uncle Pat Barrett. You could become world champion, and you truly believe you will this weekend.
Yeah, no doubt. I do believe I'll be a world champion. I'm in the ring with a great fighter. Rakhimov is a good fighter. I've studied him. He's got good trainers behind him, but I believe in myself. I've been in the gym. This is the moment I've been waiting for all my life. Every single tool out my box is going to come out. So I'm cool and I'm ready. It's going to happen. And I'm ready to be a world champion.
Everything you've spoke about, it's almost like a visualization of this moment. We know it's been a tough period for you over the last couple of years with the passing of your mother. I see her proudly around your neck there as well. It's almost like you feel like everything's meant to be for this moment. I know she'll be there to support you in spirit on Saturday night, but just almost like an inner belief that this is your moment as a family, obviously with her as well, with Pat, just the moment of destiny for you on Saturday.
Yeah, timing is everything in life. It's just funny how it happened. With Joe, his hand, and then he got stripped, and then I'm next up. When I was thinking about the real side of boxing, I was thinking, I could be a world champion next year, later on. Joe will fight Rakhimov. I'll get the winner. There might be a unification fight, so I might have to wait again. So it's just come at the right time. Like I said, I've been in the gym. I've been ready. I've been training. My time is now.
You've got silky skills. You've got one-punch knockout power as well. This guy is very tough, can punch, very aggressive. You're going to have to go to some dark, deep places on Saturday, but by looking in your eyes, you're ready to do just that.
Yeah, no doubt. He's a very good fighter. Respect him as a fighter. He won the IBO world title. I keep saying he's a good fighter, but, I believe in myself. This level is about belief. It's not about anything else. And I believe in myself. I truly believe I'll be a world champion. I believe it, but I'll wait to do it against a good fighter.
Thank you, Zelfa. We go to Shavkat Rakimov via translator. Max, a big opportunity. You've been waiting a long time for this opportunity. A different opponent, but same goal on Saturday night to become IBF World Champion.
1, 2, 3. Шавкат, большая возможность для тебя. Долго ты этого ждал. Конечно, другой оппонент. Вот, но все те же цели. Ну, вот в целом, как бы, что ты можешь сказать?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, everybody. First, I would like to say Alhamdulillah, all praise and all glory to Allah. Thank you, my team. We are ready 100%. We come here to take the belt, inshallah.
Maybe I can go?
That's good, we got it. The next question, Max, is for a long time people have been talking about Shavkat Rakimov as a great fighter. Sometimes he's been there, sometimes he's not been there, but the word is out of the wild card with Freddie Roach. This time he's really ready.
Долгое время говорили про тебя, что ты очень хороший боец, где-то ты был как бы вот в этом поле топовых, где-то чуть-чуть вне, вот, но что ты вообще можешь об этом сказать, как бы о своей позиции? И все знают, что ты боец wildcard, боец, которого тренирует Фредди Роуч.
Это уже могу на русском сказать, да?
Да, это просто общий посыл, не конкретный вопрос, просто как бы как для рассуждения твоего.
Не знаю, что могу сказать. Я готов на все 100. И большое уважение моему сопернику, что подошел к этому бою. Я готов на все 100. И я хочу показать себя на мировом уровне, на высшем уровне.
Well, first of all, I want to demonstrate myself at the top world level. Yeah, and big respect to my opponent. I'm just trying to perform the best that I can, and definitely I'm the top of this weight, as you said, and I'm still there.
Thank you, Shavkat. Thank you, Zelfa. Tremendous fight. The IBF Super Featherweight World Championship on Saturday night. And this one, for me, could well be fight of the night. The undisputed World Super Lightweight Championship between Jessica McCaskill and Chantelle Cameron. You see all the belts beneath us. I've got to say right now, women's boxing is putting men's boxing to shame. You know, you talk about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. You talk about Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. Yet continuously, almost week in, week out, we see tremendous female matchups. It looks like it's more about legacy, and rightfully so. The money is now there in the sport. There's still a long way to go. But the female fighters continue to step up to try and unify the division, to try and become undisputed, and to try and prove themselves as the best. I feel like, as a fight fan, every division in boxing should have one undisputed champion, and we're seeing that across so many weight classes in women's boxing, and hopefully we continue to see that in male and female boxing. But one thing, as we keep saying, we keep talking about male and female boxing. At the end of the day, it's just boxing, and right now female boxing appears to be even more exciting than male boxing. On Saturday night, you'll get a great showcase of that, from Taylor Serrano to Shields Marshall to Alicia Baumgardner, who's here today, another huge star in the sport. This fight, for me, could top all of those on Saturday night. Jessica McCaskill, who I feel has never really had the respect that she deserves in boxing. She came over as really a novice to fight Katie Taylor for the World Championship at 135 pounds, gave her one of her toughest fights, moved up to 140, won the World Championship there, unified the division at 140, moved up to 147, which she never should have been in that weight class, beat one of the greatest fighters of all time in Cecilia Brackhouse to become the undisputed welterweight world champion, and on Saturday night has a chance to become a two-division undisputed champion. Jessica, welcome. You've wanted this fight for a long time. You and Rick Ramos have been on the grind for a long time. I feel like you're finally getting the recognition you deserve, but Saturday night, we should say it louder, an opportunity for you to become a two-weight undisputed world champion.
I'm very excited about the opportunity. It's definitely a dream come true. And once you get to that level, obviously you start thinking about, okay, what's the next biggest thing? And, you know, for right now, being here in Abu Dhabi, it's such a pleasure. Everybody's been so nice and we've had such an amazing time. But when you talk about the fight itself, I have to say, Chantelle, I don't think you really understand what you're getting yourself into for Saturday. The last girl that I fought, she begged her coach to stop the fight. She argued with her coach after 3 rounds because she thought she was going to die. She wanted to go home to her kids. And it's just like, now I'm moving down in weight, and I hope you don't think I'm not going to bring that power. Like, it's coming on Saturday. So I just, you know, like the gentleman said on the end, this is the hurt business, and I'm very good at my job. I take it very seriously.
The fight against Ibarra was quite stunning. I mean, she was someone that was very highly rated in Mexico. She was huge. The reality is you can still make 135. And I feel like the shape that you're in at 140 is a completely different, you know, shape. You look like a different animal that you were up at fighting for your undisputed at 147. Chantelle talks about her ability to adapt her style to box off the back foot, to fight on the inside with you. We know what you're going to bring, right? I guess, are you happy to say that's what you're going to bring? You're going to bring all action, all aggressive. And you've said this is going to be total destruction on Saturday night. You're going to end this fight inside the distance.
I did say it was going to be total mass destruction. A lot of my fighting that you guys see is based off of the opponent and the ways that they want to run or the ways that they want to hold. And so that's just kind of the show that you guys get. You know, Candy Wyatt, shout out to her. She's probably the only person that I fought that hasn't held. And you guys got to see 10 punch combinations and a lot of footwork and a lot of movement. So that's not something I get to display all the time, because a lot of times the girls feel my power and then they can't handle it and then they hold. So I have to be aggressive. I have to fight myself out of the clinch. I have to get my points in. I have to get my shots in. So, you know, it just kind of depends on the opponent, on what kind of fight that I bring. But I'm going to come forward. I'm going to bring power and I'm going to bring pressure.
Do you expect Chantelle to stand and fight with you? We've seen her mix it up in fights. Tremendous fight to unify the division at 140. Boxed a little bit more and moved a little bit more in her last fight. Do you expect her to stand there in the pocket and trade with you?
No, I expect some expert exit strategies and a lot of drifting off. And, you know, everybody says, yeah, I'm going to bang, I'm going to throw, I'm going to sit with you and throw punches, and it never really happens. So, you know, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens on Saturday.
But for you, finally, you believe only one winner on Saturday night. Chance for you to become undisputed champion at 140. We know huge fights ahead, but it's going to be a tough assignment. Chantelle Cameron, very highly rated, unified champion at 140. But you believe Jessica McCaskill, victory on Saturday night without doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I mean, obviously, this is the top level. We're both world champions. This isn't, you know, just kind of a tune-up or anything like that. This is a serious fight, and this is something that I'm sure we're both not looking past. But, you know, make sure you guys tune in on Saturday, because it's going to be great.
Chantelle, you've wanted this for a long time. We really created the tournament at 140 for you to get an opportunity to become undisputed. It's taken longer than we anticipated, but we have a bigger fight, a bigger stage. I think you've both made comments such as, I can't wait to punch her in the face, and you're only a couple of days from getting the opportunity to do that on Saturday night.
Yeah, firstly, thanks for making this undisputed fight. Obviously, I wanted it for a long time. And what a place Abu Dhabi is. It's unbelievable. My team, we're all having a great time. But Jessica, you think you're going to hurt me? Your face when I land the first shot, we'll see. So that when I land on your chin, we're going to see your face drop. I'm telling you now, so we'll see. And anyway, talk sheep. I've done all my hard work, so I'm enjoying this week, enjoying this moment, and bring on Saturday and shut her up.
Everybody knows how much you do love to stand and fight. There's going to be a lot of emotion. There's going to be a lot on the line. I know Jamie Moore is a master tactician. I saw you on the workout last night. Great movement. But ultimately, I do get the feeling this fight's going to catch fire quite quickly. Are you prepared as well? And I know there might not be for the whole fight, but stand in the pocket and trade with Jessica McCaskill. She is a big puncher. She has a great work rate as well. But you're happy to mix it up and stand and fight at any moment in this fight.
100%. She's talking about this, her last fight, last opponent. I was watching and it was boring. And to be fair to the girl, she stopped, but it was boring to watch anyway. So Yeah, I'm going to stand there, I'm going to train, I'm going to do all. I'm going to be in every single department.
Does part of you want to win this fight by stoppage as well? I know you have to listen to Jamie and Nigel, but, you know, knockout performances, specifically in women's boxing as well, would be a major statement, and to win this fight via knockout would be a big statement to the world of women's boxing.
Yeah, stopping her, I think, God, I'll get such a good round of applause because they just talk too much. They don't show anyone respect, and yeah, it'd be great to pipe her down.
And finally, just a word on, I know you're focused on Saturday, but the potential. People have talked about Chantelle Cameron for a long time in women's boxing. You have to get the opportunities. You have to make the statement on the big stages as well. But this is it. It's on a plate for you on Saturday night. And what a time to do it in women's boxing. With Taylor Serrano, with Shields Marshall, with Alicia Baumgardner. Just a massive, really a life-changing moment for you at the weekend.
Yeah, women's boxing's booming, and some of the women boxing fights have been unbelievable. So I'm hoping Saturday, she's saying about holding and all that, but what I've seen, she's the one doing the holding. So hopefully I can make sure that I get out of her little clinches and do what I do best and put on a good show.
And the final word from both of you, Chantelle. Undisputed world champion on Saturday. No doubt in your mind you win this fight in style.
Yeah, 16 fights, 16 wins, and the new undisputed champion of the world.
And Jessica, finally from you, full of confidence. Both of you sound very, very confident of victory on Saturday night. She says you're going to feel the power when it first lands. You've walked through a lot in your career, ready to walk through Chantelle Cameron at the weekend.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Saturday, but I would like to give a shout out to Rick Ramos and my team back there.
Thank you very much, Chantelle Cameron. Jessica McCaskill, the undisputed World Super Lightweight Championship. I cannot wait for that fight. I cannot wait for Rakimov against Barrett. I cannot wait for one of the best prospects, Olympic gold medalist Galal Yafai, the return of Cal Yafai as he goes to try and become a two-time world champion. Great prospects across the board, Emirati prospects, Campbell Hatton, Aqib Fiaz, and of course, the main event, one of the best in boxing. On Saturday night, you're going to see a new era for boxing here in Abu Dhabi, one of the cards of the year. As we break now to go into the main event press conference, we're going to have head-to-heads with the fighters up here. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much.